Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. My name's Justine and this is my mum Sharon.
Hi guys.
And we're from Swim Style Patterns. Today we're so excited to bring to you this amazing dress and I'm so excited to wear this. So let's get started. Right sides together, pin and stitch the front to the back at the shoulder seams. Press the seams open. Finish the raw edges with an overlocker or a serger. As you can see, I've pressed and finished the seams with my overlocker or serger stitch. But if you don't have one of these machines, you can finish the seams with a simple zigzag stitch. Stitch and gather between the notches at the top edges of each sleeve. Use a straight long stitch. Stitch within the seam allowance. Gently draw in gather stitches of each sleeve. Pin each sleeve right sides together to top section as shown. Match front and back notches. Align the circle marks on sleeve sections to shoulder seams. Even out gathers, stitch sleeves to the top sections. Take care here to make sure your gathers are even before you stitch. Right sides together, stitch front to back at sleeve and side seams. I have now overlocked or serger stitched the edges of the centre back edges, lower edge and sleeve edges. Stitch a row of stay stitching close to the raw edge of the neckline. I've now pressed the sleeves under 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch to form the casings for the elastic. Stitch sleeve casings and be sure to leave an opening of 5 centimeters or 2 inches. Thread the elastic through sleeve casings. Attach a safety pin to the end of the elastic to thread through each sleeve casing. Overlap and stitch the ends of the elastic by the length of 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch. It's best to try on the top and check if the sleeve elastic fits. Adjust the elastic if necessary before you stitch each sleeve opening closed. Insert remaining elastic inside opening. Stitch the remaining gap of each sleeve hem closed. Right sides together, pin the center back seams together. Pin in 1.5 centimeters or 5/8 of an inch in from the raw edge. Mark with tailor's chalk or a pin from 10 centimeters or 4 inches from the top edge. Mark this point and continue to pin and stitch the remaining center back seam down to the lower edge. I have pressed the open edges of the center back seam the same width as the seam allowance. Stitch edges of seam to back section. We've now finished the instructions for the top section. Now we can make a start on the bias tape. You can purchase your double fold bias tape or cut out and sew it out of scrap fabric as I have done. I've cut my fabric bias strips 5 centimeters or 2 inches wide and used my 25mm or 1 inch size bias tape marker to create my double fold binding tape. Unfold one edge of the bias tape and pin this edge to the neckline right sides together. Leave approximately 30 centimeters or 12 inches of bias tape on each side of the center back opening. Pin and stitch the bias tape to the neckline. Stitch along the fold line of the bias tape. bias tape to the length you would like your ties to be. Cut the ties to your preferred length. I have trimmed the ties 30 centimeters or 12 inches long. Turn the top section right sides up to stitch the folded edges of the neck binding and ties closed. Stitch close to the seam line and folded edges of the ties. Stitch carefully to ensure you catch the folded edge of the binding on the inside of the neckline. Press the finished bias binding and ties. In the following steps, use a seam allowance of 1.5 centimeters or 5/8 of an inch to sew the skirt tiers. I recommend you mark the center points of the upper and lower skirt tier sections. Open out the pattern pieces of the top and lower skirt tier sections. Right sides together, stitch the two upper skirt tiers together on one side only. Right sides together, stitch the two lower skirt tiers together on one side seam only. Press the seams open and finish raw edges. Finish all outer edges of the skirt tiers with an overlocker or serger stitch. Stitch 2 rows along a straight gather stitch on top edge of both skirt tiers. Lay the upper and lower skirt tiers right sides up. Draw in the gather thread of the lower tier to match the lower edge of the upper skirt tier. Match your marks and side seams. Right sides together, pin the top edge of the lower tier to the lower edge of the upper skirt tier. Match the center marks and side seams. Ensure your gathers are even. Stitch the skirt tiers together. Right sides together, stitch the remaining side seams closed. Press the seam open and finish the raw edges with an overlocker stitch or a serger stitch. Prepare the skirt and top sections for the final step. Draw in the gather stitch on the skirt section to match the lower edge of the bodice section. Right sides together, pin the top edge of the skirt section to the lower edge of the bodice. Match marks and side seams. Check your gathers are even. Stitch the bodice to the skirt section. Trim all of the threads, and now you have finished your Ellery dress. I just wanted to take this as an opportunity to thank everyone from the bottom of our hearts from buying or supporting our patterns. It really does mean the world to us, so thank you so much.
guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching. Now we love the dress, and it's something you can wear in summer, mid-season, and it's very versatile pattern.
So if you did like this video, guys, can you please subscribe to our channel and press the like button? It really helps us keep creating content for you every single Sunday. If you have any questions, just make sure you write them in the comments below. We'll get back to you. And I'm really looking forward to seeing anyone that makes this dress, because I really think it's so beautiful. I'm really excited to see what everyone does with it, and I can't wait to wear mine out. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.